What's up, Broncos country? And how you doing, Orange and Blue crew? Welcome to Nothing Rhymes with Orange and Blue podcast here on the Orange and Blue Network. It's trade day. It's coming, it's gone. And the Denver Broncos were absolutely silent. They did nothing. Nada, zip, zilch. Nothing happened. What does this mean? There was talk all over national media, local media, among the fans, all kinds of rumors about things that were going to happen, splash trades that were, a great fit, but yet nothing happened. What does this mean for the state of our team, and where do we go from here? This is the Nothing Rhymes with Orange and Blue podcast here on the Orange and Blue Network. Let's get right to it.
Smooth, the pace to chew, breaking down plays about to debut. Denver pride in every view. Nothing rhymes with orange and blue. Bright lights of my heart in our view. Nothing rhymes with orange and blue. Nothing rhymes with orange and blue. Nothing rhymes with orange and blue. From draft picks to game reviews, celebrating wins, analyzing the clues. Nothing rhymes with orange and blue. Nothing rhymes with orange and blue. No orange and blue.
Nothing rhymes with Orange and Blue podcast.
What's up, Broncos country? How you doing, Orange and Blue crew? And welcome to this edition of the Nothing Rhymes with Orange and Blue podcast here on the Orange and Blue Network. I'm Johnny Baki, the Mile High Viking, and joining me, as always, my cousin, my childhood best friend, my co-host, Jay the Dream Weaver. What's up, cuz?
Oh, how you doing there? Feeling it.
Oh, feeling
it on the Tuesday night.
Yeah,
LFT, all the acronyms, exclamation points. Let's go.
We got all the feels. And also joining us, the new official host on the Nothing Rhymes with Orange and Blue podcast, Yost, the Bronco Grunt. What's up, man? How are you doing and how are you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling on top of the world right now. I'm feeling on top of the world. I'm so excited, and I can't wait to get into this episode today. Like, I'm super excited, dude. So
You should be. I'm actually. I might have missed something here on the pregame or before we went live. Say something.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh yeah, what's up?
That's much more better. Your mic was just a little low, so I brought your levels up a little bit. But hey, Yost is he's pestered me for years. One of my best friends in the world, and he has pestered me for years to get him to make him part of the show, make him part of the network. But his responsibilities always kind of prevented that from being a reality. So now here he is. Responsibilities be damned. Yost is an official member. An official host of the Nothing Rhymes with Orange and Blue podcast. And it's kind of interesting because there was a time that this was a three-man show before when it was me, Jay, and Isaiah together. And that was years and years ago. But, we've now we've turned a corner and we're back to a three-man roster for this show. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I've got my cousin. I got one of my best friends on earth. This is going to be one hell of a show going forward in this format. So very excited. Welcome, Yost. Hang on. Where is it? Let's give the man a little love. There it is. Yeah.
Let's go.
I love it.
Blue eyes are very nice.
It might as well.
I'm super
Everybody,
excited.
as you should be. As you should be. All right, guys. Welcome to the Nothing Rhymes with Orange and Blue podcast. If this is your first time here or you haven't done so before, please like, subscribe, share, and comment, especially on YouTube because, guys, literally, I just checked the numbers. We are 5, count them, 5 subscribers away from giving away an authentic orange Bo Nix jersey. 5 people. Come on, y'all. It's the starting lineup of a basketball team. That's all we need. Come on. Subscribe. Yo, your friends, get them to subscribe. That way your name is in the running and their name is in the running to win a jersey. What more could you want? It's free. We're even covering shipping. Do it. All right. So make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Also, to get that, get in on that jersey giveaway. Also, make sure you ding the little notification bell so that you know when we go live and you don't miss any of our other awesome content, including the Orange and Blue Blitz, Mondays and Fridays in the morning. You got Broncos Bros on Monday evening, this show on Tuesday evenings. On Wednesdays in the afternoon, the Mile High Sports Symposium covers all Denver sports. Broncos Talk is live on Wednesday evenings. You got the Mile High Outcast on Thursdays in the evenings. On Fridays, for you Spanish speakers, we've got a Spanish show called Viva los Broncos. We also have a breaking news podcast, which is where the winner of the jersey will be announced, by the way. Ooh. And we've got the pregame show, the play-by-play show, and the postgame show every single game day. We have so much content, so much to love. You don't want to miss any of it. Also, make sure you follow us on X and check us out on Facebook. You can also check out the audio version of the podcast on all your favorite platforms. Guys, before we're going to get right into Broncos here in just a minute, I just want to give everybody a moment to digest the fact that we are 5 subscribers away from giving away a free jersey. I'm even going to throw up a quick QR code there. If you are watching and you haven't, aim your phone, scan that QR code, get subscribed. We are so close. Waiting for those numbers to start climbing. Let's go. Come on. Come on. All right. So now, got to show a little love, just a little bit, to the sponsor of today's show.
Oh, just like that.
Oh.
She gone. All right. Let me take this opportunity when we're talking about giveaways. I'm going to bring up one comment here, and we'll get back into the comments. But Ty Walden of the Incomplete Podcast, get a little shout out. This is the jersey I won on the network. Really appreciate Ty and Kelly for their hospitality and letting me crash on their party and letting me win their contest as I win this fantastic hoodie here. So as Johnny returns, can't emphasize contests enough.
Well, yeah, I got so excited and talking about our contest that I accidentally had an errant click and dropped myself right out the show there.
Ty, appreciate you, Ty. Appreciate you out.
Okay, we really took over. We had it. Yeah, I wasn't here. We went into straight anarchy mode.
I had a PowerPoint slide ready for this exit, Johnny. So we're good.
I know. Well, hey, we had someone literally end our entire show in the middle of a show on Sunday.
This is
and
true.
Then today I dropped myself out right in the middle of my spiel. So yeah, we're all winners, guys. Anyway, making sure here, you guys got to show some love to the sponsor of today's show. All right, and that's Dubby Jitterless Energy Blend. You can find the link in the bio below. Dubby is amazing stuff. Comes in a multitude of absolutely delicious flavors, which will be your mouth's favorite energy drink. I promise you. It has enough caffeine to kick you in the ass and get you going on your day, keep you going throughout your day, but without the jitters or the crash at the end of your day, because Dubby has no sugar. It also has no calories or maltodextrin, fillers, or artificial colors. It's as natural as it can be. Nothing but amino acids, B vitamins, and nootropics. And then the caffeine that's in Dubby is derived directly from the coffee fruit. So it's as natural as it can be. Like I said, it comes in all these great flavors. Jay and I both swear by this stuff. And I promise you, once you try it, so will you. So go get yourself a dub like the Denver Broncos have done now 6 times in a row. Holy cow. What a feat. Amazing. I said feet, and then I had to check the door to make sure Rex Ryan wasn't peeking in my door. But
Go
we're
Jets.
gonna make that dub even sweeter though, guys, because you're gonna punch in code OBN10 OBN10 at the checkout, gets you 10% off your order. So jump on over to Dubby, get yourself the dub. I promise you'll be coming back in the comments to thank me later. All right, guys. So now it is time to talk some Broncos.
Actually, hey, Johnny, before we talk Broncos, can I just get into a little hot and heavy real quick?
Oh, please do.
All right, so apparently somebody's significant other is hot and heavy in the comments. Let's go! Another LFG. All right, LFG loud, Jesse Yost.
Love you, babe.
Who is that? Some rando just popping in to show you love, Yost. That's weird, man.
Oh no, good.
I mean,
I'm just. I told you.
I feel like we need to block that viewer because they also appear to be a Colts fan from their later comment. We need to kick them, and then you might need to consider taking out a restraining order.
Yep. Yeah, we definitely. Yeah, someone called the popo.
It's borderline X-rated around here now, Yost. Okay.
Here she goes even further. That's not baby daddy.
Oh my gosh.
And you got to say it in that accent too. That's my baby daddy.
That's my new man. He a bit.
He was my boo thing first. Anyway.
I'm sweating over here now. Jeez, this is getting hot in here.
Well, she's only like 2 rooms away.
That is true.
Step off camera. Go get your business done. We'll wait for you.
Not today. It'll wait.
We don't need none.
Yep.
All right. Oh, she asked, still bitter from that field goal? You mean that illegal leverage? Or that ridiculous call on leveraging that wasn't leveraging?
That leverage. That's some baby.
I mean, yeah. I ain't bitter about the field goal, Jess. I'm bitter about the freaking refs on that one.
I'll tell you right now, one thing she is saying, she's like, it's getting so close that it could be a Broncos versus Colts AFC championship game.
It could be.
Like it could be like it's. I mean, if Drake May keeps Drake Maying, I mean, it might be another Patriots one, and we saw how we did in 2015 on that one.
Hey, we'll get into it, but Sauce Gardner certainly spices up the conversation.
I feel like that might have been the trade of the deadline.
Late breaking news.
Sauce is good. He's not PS2.
No, I agree with that. But I mean, for what they traded for him was wild.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like, it's crazy. I mean, that's truly what the Colts gave away to get Sauce. That's putting a lot of faith in that one player. I mean, that's a lot of capital.
Yeah.
That was
big.
Yeah, here she goes. We added the Sauce. Happy Colts gal here. Just keep on walking. I can't believe I ever let you sleep in my house.
I was on the border, but it's definitely a down now.
No, but
Jesse knows I love her. Jesse knows that she's a sister to me. I love her with all my heart.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. We got some other commenters in the house. Got to show them some love too. We got to, we got to let your wife cool her jets for a few minutes there, Yost. Gary Neighbors was the first in the house saying, "Go Broncos country, #1 best team, and go Broncos country, no trade." We got D-Rock in the house. He gives each one of us love one at a time. Baki, Dreamweaver, the host with the most, Yost. Love it.
Love it, dude. I love
Ray
it.
Has in the house. Let's effing go, Broncos country. Good evening, Johnny J and Yost. What's up, Ray? Love you, buddy. We're glad to see you. And of course, as always, that beautiful antique Orange Crush sign. I love that thing. Is it Haas or Haas? I've always said Haas. Ray Haas. It just has this saying it that way, like with that, it just has this sound to it. Ray Haas. But I guess I go, Haas. Hell, let me know, Ray, because if I've been saying it wrong this whole time, I'm going to feel bad.
Big Boss Haas. Big Boss Haas.
Big Boss Haas.
Big Boss
Bonkers Broncos popping in the house. We haven't seen him in a hot minute. Says, what up? I finally made it. Got to attend a great Broncos win at NRG Stadium for the first time ever. Yeah, nice, man. Yeah, what a game to be there for. I mean,
That's awesome,
win,
Bunker.
not
Good
perfect
for you,
win,
man.
but a win's a win, baby. Win's a win. 6-game win streak, 7-2 record. What is there to complain about right now? Really, let's be
Hell
honest.
yeah.
Tim Dog in the house. What up, fellas?
Tim Dog.
I know that since you were showing off your hoodie there, you were already giving some love to Ty Walden and Kelly. Yep. So there you go.
Incomplete podcast. Go find it. Incomplete podcast.
Oh, yeah. It's a great pod. We love them. We also got Kendra Jr. Or I'm just going to go with Kendra Jr. Yep. Here for the cat. She's here for Bucky, buddy.
Yeah. Wow. She's here for my pussy. It'll happen. It'll happen. Meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow.
It is hot heavy tonight.
Is this now Nothing Rhymes After Dark? Like, what is this?
Transitioned real hard.
I feel like
it is now the Orange and Gray show.
50 Shades of Orange and Blue.
Mr. Gray. Mr. Gray tonight.
Welcome to 50 Shades of Orange and Blue. No, dude, it's getting weird. Like I hear Walter from Jeff Dunham in my head. Everybody better look away. This is about to get a little pornographic.
Here you go. I got one right here. We got Shy Vargas in the house.
Let's go, Broncos!
What's up, dude?
All right, I'm gonna need everybody to stop pumping Yost up a little bit because his head's already big enough. Do you see the size of that noggin? I mean, really. I have a huge head. I really do. And one time when we were in the Army, we accidentally traded helmets, and I put his helmet on my head, and it wobbled around like a freaking bobblehead on my head.
Yost, let me just say, I hope that's an adjustable hat you got on there.
Here you go. It's already taken out as much as it can, so. But
that's a big old head. That's a big old head.
Oh,
and by the way,
Ray says that you do say it right.
Ray Haas.
He says not Haas. He said I'd rather be just Ray than Haas.
Aw, but Haas was such a good character.
Haas the boss. Come on, boss hog.
No, I like Haas. I like Ray Haas.
Ray Haas.
Ray Haas kicking ass. You know, like.
Ooh, there you go.
By the way, Yost, now that you're an official member of the, a full-time host, you got your caricature, and your Orange and Blue Network caricature, and you asked me, since you don't own a Broncos hat, which we're going to rectify real quick for some weird reason. Yeah, I'm disgusted. I am disgusted.
I realized I've been looking at all sorts of Broncos memorabilia. Like I'm like on Facebook Marketplace, like what's out there that's close to me, trying to find anything so that way I can get a wall. Like right now, the only thing that I have is the scarf that my wife made for me while I was on deployment like 5 years ago, and that's like been my banner.
Yeah, we're gonna get you hooked up a little bit, if for no other reason to make that background look a little bit less 18th century. Just saying.
Yeah.
But based on your caricature, you asked me to take a picture of you in your Army combat helmet, your advanced combat helmet, which, by the way, I do miss mine. Now that I've been out 8 years, I miss my ACH. But anyway,
if I brought you one, you would miss it for all of 10 seconds and be like, "I'm so glad that thing's not on my head anymore."
Oh, probably. But you know what I would do? I'd put my old helmet cover on it and put it somewhere in my house.
Oh yeah.
But you asked me to edit your helmet and make it Broncos camo with a Broncos logo, which I did. But now you realize that when we go to games, you're going to have to custom make an ACH cover that looks like that and go to the games that way.
So people recognize you.
That's
because
true.
You're the Bronco grunt. You're the Bronco grunt. Now you have to. You don't have a choice. You have to make you have to pull a me and start making your own Broncos stuff, man.
Dude, I am, aren't I?
Stick to your character, Yost. You don't want to deviate from your character. You're typecast now.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, no. You know what? I'll go look up on the internet. I'll see if I can find somebody that'll custom make me an ACH helmet, and I'll slap it on there.
There you go.
It'll just be me with, and then I'll throw in different headphones, and it'll just be me in my helmet, just like, everybody ready?
Exactly. Exactly. Anyway, just letting you know that is going to have to become a thing. But let's get into the shoot, your wife just called you out. She goes, the scarf he never wore that I spent hours on. Bro.
Look, it is now being used for everyone to see. But let's get into this. Let me pull up we got D-Rock in the house.
Jesse, it might not warm his neck, but it warms our hearts. All right, it's warming something.
Oh, Jay, that was cringe. That was straight cringe.
Oh no. Write it down.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Listen to you. Look at your wife, bro. She's gonna get you a camo whoopee with a Broncos logo.
That's gonna be dope. That'd be.
That's
dope.
what's up. I still have my whoopee. I will never
have
give
like
up
7
my
of them.
whoopee.
I have 7.
No. I mean my whoopee. I had like 7, but I have my whoopee. Like I still have my whoopee.
let's get it. Let's get into this. So we got D-Rock in the house right now. I said, folks, I'm perturbed that we made no moves. Jay, you want to start? Go ahead, Jay.
Oh, me? Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So I predicted last night on the Bros podcast that we wouldn't make any moves, whether I wanted them to or not. We are a conservative, let's not take big risks type of team in construct here thus far. We haven't made any splashy moves in the Sean Payton era other than Russell Wilson. That was his first move and his last move.
That wasn't a Sean Payton move. That was a George Payton Nathaniel Hackett move.
I meant George Payton. In a George Payton move, like that was his first like GM splash and his last GM splash. Like big thing here.
And thank God that was the last one.
I believe the Greenlaw and the Hufanga this offseason is more of a Sean Payton. Like we all see what's on the wall here, like as far as team building culture here. But I guess to bow this up here, I'm not surprised we didn't make a move. We're conservative to our core, so we live to see another day, and we live to free agency next offseason with all the money.
Yeah. I mean, look, I know that there was rumors going all over the place, but when we got to 10 a.m., I wasn't sure if anything was going to happen. The rumor mill was swirling, dude. I mean, everybody was like, everybody was saying, like, 2 teams I expect to make big splashes: the Seattle Seahawks and the Denver Broncos. But it was all rumor. And when we reached 10 a.m. and we hadn't seen anything yet, my like confidence that anything was going to happen was just diminishing by the minute. And and I'm okay with it. I am. I mean, I get that there could be a hope that some big splashy shiny new toy would come to us and would be available to help us out. But at the same time, man, it's not imperative. Look what we're doing with what we have right now. We are 7-2, tied 3 ways for the best record in the NFL, on the longest win streak in the NFL, the longest home win streak in the NFL. We're doing great things with what we have. And, sometimes, not all the time, when you get greedy, that's when mistakes happen, right?
That's when you're Russell Wilson.
I mean, everything. I wanted Russell Wilson. I'm not going to lie. I did. Now I have got a rubber duck here, a Broncos rubber duck that's hiding a Russell Wilson figurine that I don't want to, But the point is, like, I asked for it. Hell, I even went on Broncos Country Tonight on KOA Radio for a about 20-minute segment with Ryan Edwards and Ben Albright 2 years ago. And I said Russell Wilson. Because at the time it was this, I guess this was 3 years ago. They're going Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers. Which one do you want, Johnny? And I'm like, Russell Wilson. Don't give me Aaron Rodgers. Granted, hindsight being 2020, my answer should have been neither freaking one. But that's neither here nor there.
We were
we were. And when you get, so to me, that wasn't even a moment of greed. That was desperation. But what we are right now, we have an embarrassment of riches. Is Bo Nix having some issues here and there? Yeah. And have we had some drop passes? Yeah. But we're still 7-2. We've beat 7-2, 6-game win streak. We beat the reigning champions. We've had two of the most outrageous and epic and historic comebacks in NFL history in the same season. We're doing all of these things with what we have. Why, throwing another piece into that, that could just be the straw that breaks the camel's back. You know what I mean? Like, Camel's walking through the desert right now. He's carrying the load and he's doing it well, but you throw one more piece on there, it might just take him down. So
I see where you're coming from. I was in the gym today around noon when everything kind of started exploding. Right, that's when word got out about the.
I was obviously at the gym too.
Yeah, no, but I was sitting there, when the Rashid trade happened, and I went into full I was just refreshing Schefter's Facebook page, just waiting to see the news, and I ended up going and jumping into a live show that was just kind of following the deadline, and in the Broncos channel that they had, it was just everybody. Make a move for Waddle. Make a move for Waddle. Go get Njoku. Go, get Waddle. Hey, as soon as everybody started finding out that the Jets were having a fire sale, pretty much, and just basically giving away the farm, everybody was like, Garrett Wilson's on the table. Go get Garrett Wilson. Go get him. And I was just kind of listening and following along. And
I actually would have been okay with Garrett Wilson.
I would have no problem with Garrett. Garrett Wilson was between, it was the two guys that so badly today wanted a trade to come out was Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall. Breece Hall wants out of the Jets.
Who can blame the guy?
If reportedly Waddle was too much for us, too much in expectation of return, Wilson would have been probably double that.
Yeah, agreed.
Wilson is a top tier talent of the NFL in a trade value stance. So I'm not surprised he didn't get dealt. But Breece Hall, to your point, Yost, I totally thought Hall was going to Kansas City or some contender that was going to just chat my ass for the day. What I thought was coming.
I was waiting for it, and I can say this is I know I was talking to you guys before we started the show. Is I think that when the tweet came out, I can't remember who made the tweet, but he was like, "Hey, the Broncos are sniffing around right now," and that was, I think, about an hour and a half before the deadline ended. I was like, if they're going after anybody and we don't hear anything within the next hour or so, I was like, I guarantee you, it was probably going to be that we were offering trades because we have 10 draft picks right now. That's how many we have. So I think they were like, no, we'll take your draft picks, but I think they wanted one of our defensive players. I think that was
that could very well be it.
And I think because of that between Vance Joseph, Sean Payton, and George Payton, they were like, absolutely not. We'll give you, we'll give you our draft picks. We'll be very generous on that, but we're not going to part ways with any of our defensive players because let's be honest, that's the best thing for our team right now. Right. Yeah. We have issues on the offense, but our defense is so solid that taking a part away from that, I'm not trading a single player on our defense for Waddle. I want to trade him for Seattle's NGV. I want to trade him for Mbuka and Mbuka. I want to trade him for anybody. I'd be like, no, we're good. We'll figure it out. We'll wait till draft.
Okay, here's the thing. I think that if they had wanted, that they'd have been okay with a depth piece on our defense because our depth is strong. Our depth players, a lot of our depth players would be starters on other NFL teams. I feel like if they'd asked for those guys, Jaquan McMillan, something like that, that might have been something. But I feel like if your theory there, Yost, is correct, then they were probably asking for one of our starters. Alex Singleton or
somebody dropped Singleton's name, especially they're talking about Singleton being, I was like, there ain't no way Like there's no way we'd be getting rid of like Singleton, Stranad.
Right.
Like there's no one on our defensive roster that's starting that we're gonna be like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Now, real quick, I wanna hit some comments and we'll keep going with this. Broncos. Why would the Broncos trade for a wide receiver when they traded a wide receiver for next year's draft picks? I mean, you're not wrong. That would, we did get rid of a good piece. Devon Vele was a good piece on this team. I mean, we definitely, why would, that would have been a very interesting irony, so to speak.
But it would have been less. It would have made less sense if we traded for someone like a Jacoby Myers that is just another mouth to feed, that is on the same level as the projection of Vele. And so it makes sense that, the rumblings was either fireworks or nothing for the Broncos. And the fireworks didn't, pan out. We didn't get the big move. So we got nothing. Yep. And I'm okay with that.
George Montoya in the house. Yost, Jay, and Johnny. What's going on, brothers? What's up, George?
What's up, Bobby?
Love you, buddy. I hope you're doing well. Rob Myrick, Bronco Rob, popping in, saying, "Sup, boys?" Gives us a mile high salute and says the Jets are a dumpster fire. Everyone wants out of there. Literally. All the fans, the owners, even the mascot, they want out. The mascot.
Go ahead.
I was going to say the mascot. I hear the mascot walked into the GM's office today and requested a trade.
But between the Jets and the Cowboys right now, like all those fans, I'm like, hey, come join the Broncos, baby. We'll take you. You know what? We understand we make mistakes in the past. You come over, you come be a Broncos fan. You know what I'm saying? Like they are
another new name to us, but I'm guessing that you know him is Chase Smock. There, Yost.
What up, baby? That Chase and I served together in Germany. He's my boy.
All right.
He's out now. Thanks for showing up, bud. I appreciate it.
Chase.
Yeah. Now has he been out long enough to grow one of these yet?
Yes, but he is. I think the last picture I saw of him, I think he was still clean shaven, and he's very good looking, clean shaven. So we like it like that.
What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say, Yost?
There's a lot of gray I can see from here, bud.
Oh yeah, I know. But you know my wife, so she put all that there.
Oh, that'll do it. I love you, Barbara. I love you. I mean nothing but it.
No, but I don't know. I feel like I was hoping that if a trade happened, it was going to be for a tight end as opposed to a wide receiver. I was sitting there, hoping for TJ Hawkinson or one of these tight ends that can catch this Njoku, but they can inline block. I was really hoping for one of those. It didn't happen. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Look, the real question, I guess. Oh, okay. Jesse says, I'll have Michael bring up cookies when he comes to watch the game with you. The family will appreciate that, Jess, but I'll be indifferent. I don't eat sugar anymore at all. So, but I do appreciate that. And wait, when he comes up, does that mean you're not coming with him?
I don't know. Right now, it looks like just because it's a school night, probably, and it's a late game, might not be able to swing it. So it'll probably just be me coming up for the game.
You're fired. If your wife does not show up to hang out with us, I have not seen. I don't care. It's a school night for my kids too. I don't care. Your wife doesn't show up.
All these viewers, here.
If Jesse does not show up,
subscribe.
You're fired.
like, share, subscribe, and maybe I can talk her into it.
Speaking of, we are now 2 subscribers away. 2. Let's go, people. Hit that
share, subscribe. Let's go.
Subscribe button right now. Oh my God, I got dropped to the bottom. Hit that subscribe button right freaking now because we are now 2 subscribers away from giving away a Bo Nix jersey to 1 subscriber. Let's go. And I didn't even talk about this. Once this giveaway is over, we set a new milestone for ourselves at 750. And when we reach that, we're doing another giveaway, a bigger giveaway. So if you don't get picked for this one, you're still entered for that one. and so on and so forth. We're going to set milestones for giveaways. So come on. If you haven't already, subscribe. Get that Bo Nix jersey. You want it to be yours.
Oh, I want it to be mine. I'm like I said,
Well, no. Sorry, we're out of the running now, but you're on the network.
I know. Yeah, that's true.
And by the way, I don't know why I didn't fix this before, but that's better.
Here's the story.
Little Brady Bunch there. Let's. Broncos says, I need the jersey. Send it. Well, you know what, Bonkers? Your name will be in there with all of the other 539 that subscribe. So hopefully, my friend, it's your name that comes up. We're going to be using one of those AI randomizers to pick a name. And so somebody's going to get lucky. Jesse says, it's a school night. My goblins will crumble. Well, let them crumble. No, I'm just kidding. We just miss you, damn it.
I'm super excited, though. I'm super excited to come watch the KC game.
It's going to be fun.
Down back in the lair. So excited.
I was going to say, it's not 100%, Johnny. Not 100%. But the Kendra Jr. here earlier in the show, her boyfriend is my good buddy Cameron Patrick. And me and him very well could be journeying down to Kansas City for the Christmas night game. We will see how it goes. But,
that's awesome. I know I talked about being at that game. I know I talked about being there at that game. Unfortunately, plans have changed. Plans have changed. Okay. We had a bit of an upheaval in my household, as you well know, Jay. You and I've talked about it last month.
Yep.
And that changed. That changed quite a bit in my financial situation. So the things that I was doing earlier in the season, where I was traveling with the team, going to every single game at the beginning of the season, those kind of things have disappeared. And honestly, we will be in Colorado for Christmas, but we will be with my family. It's what my kids asked for Christmas, was to be with their grandparents for Christmas. So, unfortunately, I've had to change that plan. But
that's okay.
I hope you and Cam have a good time.
Cameron is a season ticket holder. Every single game he is at. So it will be a fun time for Christmas night. It's just a rando for me. Just change of plans.
Why not?
Why not?
I mean, your kiddos will be with with their mom, right? So you'll be good.
Yep. Yep. Go ahead, dude. That's fine. Just make sure you are yelling the loudest, especially when Mahomes is out there trying to make throws.
Oh, absolutely!
Oh, look who it is!
I would have very loudly.
Is that Damian Cole back in the house?
It certainly is.
Wow! One of our resident Raider fans, Damian's in the house, saying your Raider fan is back. What up, boys? I'm happy to see Jacoby Myers get traded, and I'm also happy the Broncos did nothing at the trade deadline. I don't think they needed anyone at this moment.
How dare you?
Well, hey, you know what? His point agrees with my thoughts. Look what the Broncos are doing right now. We're tied. We're in a three-way tie for the best record in the NFL. Pro Football Talk put us number 2 in the power rankings today. Yep. And that's over the Colts.
Yeah.
I mean, I have not. I don't think while not seeing something happen as a person who yearns for news to be able to talk about, nothing happening today doesn't really move the needle that much for me. I'm going to be honest.
Mixed bag. I mean, I definitely wanted to see something. I feel like, with a quarterback on a rookie contract and the expectations.
I thought you said go, Bo, go.
It's time to cash in. But if the contracts aren't right in this cycle of trade deadline, there's always free agency. And that's, I think, where we will pounce. Because we have the Russell Wilson money off of us, whereas we don't right now. Things will open up for us, so it's not like it's over. It's only just begun for our window.
It's only just begun. But Oh, I see him. Bucky's in the house. Your friend who's here for the cat. She finally saw your pussy.
Yep.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Meow, meow, meow.
Jess asked, she said she asked her friends to subscribe and asked, did we hit the goal? I'm going to refresh and we'll look. Where are we now? 538. One person away. One
more
person
One
away,
more.
y'all.
One more.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. I am so excited. Like, we set these goals. We set these goals and to be anywhere near achieving them, to me, is just such a huge thing. You know what I mean? It shows that what we're doing is being noticed. And the thing is, we used to be a part of a group that had the success, but we started over fresh on our own. So we're getting to this point now where we were with that other group at that time. It feels good. It feels really good because this is our creation, and I don't know, man. I'm really feeling it. And, I don't know. I've got a fun little thing I'm going to pull up. It's not necessarily completely, meant for this, but when it happens, because I feel like it's going to happen during the episode.
Well,
I really do.
Another Johnny. We just got another.
Did we?
Yep, we did.
I still see 538.
We got Mark in the house here.
Well, that would be Michael. That'd be Yost's father-in-law. Love Mr. Mark. Had some good memories. Had some good memories with that gentleman right there. Hanging out with Yost when we were in the Army. So he said just subscribe. So I'm waiting for it to update on the actual YouTube app. But if that's it, if that pushes us over the limit, man, it's gonna be a celebration up in here tonight.
Oh, it's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get crazy.
39. We are, as YouTube is showing it, we are one away. So when it hits, man, it's time to celebrate.
Deborah,
right.
Deborah's in as well. That's all in the family.
It's all happening. It's all happening.
In the family.
I brought in reinforcements.
Oh.
Hi, Debbie. Oh man, I love your mother-in-law. She's awesome.
She is the best.
She really is. You got a great family, Yost.
Oh, yeah.
Damien said this is a house money year for the Broncos. Have a great free agency and draft, and the Broncos are set for the next couple years. Yeah,
no, I agree with that.
You're not wrong, and I'm gonna say it, like that Walmart money don't hurt nothing either.
We're ahead of schedule. We're ahead of schedule to where we should be right now in the arc of our team building.
Oh yeah,
I think last season, I think we were talking about it, right? We were kind of dealing with really working things out in a rebuild. Because it was Bo's first year as a rookie, right? Once we started seeing, flashes of brilliance, and then everybody was like, "Hey, we found our quarterback, cool. Now we got to work out the running back room." We're starting to figure that out.
It's happened. Hold on.
Oh,
we got it. We hit 540 subscribers.
Oh wow!
Denver's gonna win it! Oh, baby, they're gonna win this thing! You can stand up and salute in Denver. The Broncos have done it!
Oh my God!
Let's go!
Oh my!
Everybody's in the soundboard right now.
Every sound on the soundboard. You know what this means, Jay?
Oh yeah, you bet your bottom dollar.
It finally happened. We're there, and this means that on Thursday, I will be releasing the winner of the Bo Nix jersey, because it's going to be game day, right? We're doing it a game day morning.
Yep.
Give whoever won it a little something extra to be excited about that day. Thursday morning, a special episode of the fresh squeeze will be dropped, in which you will see, the AI will pick the winner, and I will announce it, and we will then get in touch with the winner of that jersey, and they're gonna be the proud owner of an orange Bo Nix authentic NFL jersey. So, guys, now that we're there, we're going to talk more Broncos in a minute. But now that we have achieved the goal we set months ago, I just have to say, I want to say first a huge shout out and thank you to all the members of the Orange and Blue Network, all of those that have joined us, have become part of the family, who are, absolutely doing an amazing job running their shows, and getting us out there. What an amazing accomplishment we've just hit. We've hit our goal. So thank you guys. I also have to throw out a special thank you to this guy right here, Bronco Rob, who says we did it. We did it. 540. Yeah. Because Rob is the supplier of the jersey. Rob has the jersey. It is from him, and it is all thanks to Rob that this giveaway was even possible. So thank you, to a huge shout out and a huge thank you to Rob. And then of course, now that we are there, thank you to all of you, Broncos country, Orange and Blue crew. That's who you are. You are the Orange and Blue crew, and thank you for sticking it out with us, for rolling forward, for bringing other people in and helping us to grow. We hope that from here on out, you will continue to do the same thing, continue to grow the family. But we are so thankful and appreciative of all of you, first and foremost, and most of all. So, round of applause for the Orange and Blue crew. Wow. I'm ecstatic. I did not really realize that we would hit our milestone during this show, but boy, am I glad that we did.
Verklempt.
So cool.
Verklempt. Go drink your wine. No. We were getting all kinds of love here in the chat. Mile High Medlock. Oh, happy days. 539. We got Damien Cole. Celebrate good times. Come on. We got Ray Haas in the house. Very nice. Congrats, fellas. Thank you. We got, let's see, Debbie saying, "Go Michael, go Michael." Yeah.
while we were dancing.
Great job, Michael.
Yeah, it is first episode. Yeah. Woo!
I'm just, in the great words of who's Marshawn Lynch, I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Skittles.
You're like that kid. You know what this makes you? The fact that this happened during your first episode and people are giving you props on it, you're like that kid who comes like new to school, like right in the middle of a giant project and gets assigned to a group that has put in like 3 weeks of work and then it's an A+, like 2 days later, and you're like, yeah, it ain't no thing. That's what I do.
No, I'm just here,
You're a monster.
Oh my gosh! And then we got Bronco Rob. I'm not crying. You're crying. They're tears of joy. Right?
Hey, we had to show you love, brother. That wouldn't have been possible without you. And of course, now Rob is also the host of the play-by-play show every game day, and we've only had one episode of that, but he absolutely killed it, and it was a great show. So.
Crushed.
That was a really fun show, especially not just to listen to, but then we had, I think at the end of it we had 4 of us in there, just watching. It's like, please.
Yeah. Oh, it's great. Also, I got to throw this one up. Damien Cole, our Raiders fan, says, just letting you know, if I win the jersey, it's going up on my wall, even as a Raiders fan.
Boy,
that's going to be your centerpiece, dude.
You a jersey in and itself, Damien, just to buy you one.
That's going to be your centerpiece
for nothing.
That's love. That is love right there, because we're a Broncos show, and a Raiders fan loves us enough to hang a Broncos jersey on his wall. What a guy. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate that. Tim Dog, Orange and Blue Crew, 539. Yep. Oh, I know that's your brother-in-law, Yost. Dude,
yep. Today is his birthday. So he subscribed as well. So
dang,
buddy, I on your birthday.
It's been like 8 years since I've seen you, buddy. But lots of love, man. Hope you're well.
Big stuff.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Hey, I put that on there simply because anytime someone from the Orange and Blue Crew says it's my birthday on this show, we're gonna play it every time.
I just saw it. I was like, perfect.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's right. Because I gave you control, didn't I? Man, I may be regretting that.
You gave him access to the scoreboard.
Oh no! He did it. I was like, I was like,
oh no.
The work that I do building this for this network each and every day, and I'm not kidding, each and every day, having to send people that are actual hosts on this network the guest link so they can get in each time. I was like, I'm done with this. Here's the password. Here's everything. Log in.
And then we have people accidentally end the stream.
Now, Papa Trowbridge says throwing down Crown to celebrate.
Ooh, there you go.
I'll drink to that. I will drink to that.
Number one right there.
Crown's good, man, but give me a good single batch bourbon every day of the week.
Yes, sir.
Can't beat Canadian whiskey.
I will drink it, but it's not what I'm looking for. If I go to the liquor store, I'm going straight to the bourbon shelf every time. I live in Tennessee. Tennessee on the Kentucky border. There is one of the most famous distilleries for bourbon in the world, only 30 miles from my house. Like I'm a bourbon guy.
Yep.
So
that's how I'm a bourbon guy myself. So
my favorite version, though, my favorite way to drink it, though, is as an old fashioned. Yep. I love a good old fashioned. As long as they got the right cherries. When they start throwing in those bright red, like Sunday style red maraschino cherries, I'm like, get that shit away from me. They better have those dark red, almost bitter cherries in there, or else it ain't for me. But man, this is such a fun show. We've gone completely off the rails. It's a celebration now. It's not just we're not like Broncos talk be damned.
It's good to celebrate, all right? It's good to celebrate. Like we got Bronco Rob right now. We got Bronco Rob. I'm having some Jameson triple to celebrate. Tim Dog in the house saying Crown all day. Like heck yeah.
That's one.
I'm sure it's not a big deal for you East Coasters, but I do have some Yingling, which is specialty around my parts because I can't get Yingling.
You cannot get Yingling there. I know.
So I have it as a big special treat for myself.
Oh, when my father-in-law, he travels for work still. When he travels to Pennsylvania, he brings you back a case of Yingling Premium. It's so good.
Well,
it's so good.
What's funny?
It's so good.
I decided to try this. This is Yingling, but this is the Yingling Flight. It's Yingling's version of light beer.
Interesting.
Yep. It's pretty new. It hasn't been around very long. And honestly, Yost, have you tried this yet? Talking Yingling?
I haven't tried the Flight yet, but
okay.
I've seen it around.
Well, here's what I'm going to say about it. For being their light beer, it tastes so much like the actual, full body Yingling.
There you go.
So I've been losing weight, boys. I don't know if you can tell, but I have been losing weight. And
I'll tell you right now, what I've been drinking, what I've been catching myself drinking more often than not, is the stubby bottle Colorado Banquets. I've been, for some reason, every time I love me some Coors Light.
Don't Banquet do with a good time. Don't tell me.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I love a good Coors Banquet, but the minute you put a Coors Light in my hand, I'm like, Same thing as a bad old fashioned. Get that shit away from me.
Yeah, no, 100%. Coors Light.
Coors Light is like drinking Diet Piss.
Yeah.
Okay. Like
no, it's
I
bad.
hate Coors. I'm sorry. I'm from Colorado. And Coors Light was probably the first beer I ever drank because of that. But as I discovered other beers,
it could
Coors
get worse.
Light.
It could get worse. You could be drinking Keystone. Just another notch below on the barrel.
Hey,
well, here's the real question. What is better, Keystone or Natty Light?
Oh, Keystone. Keystone's better than Natty.
Keystone's better than Natty.
Yeah.
Now, and you know what? You're sitting here talking shit about Keystone, Jay, but you remember my cousin on my dad's side, my cousin Mitch. You remember him at all? Probably not. You were young, probably the last time that we were all in the same place at the same time. But my cousin on my dad's side, Jay, for those who don't know, Jay is my first cousin on my mom's side. Mitch, the guy I'm talking about, Mitch, is my first cousin on my dad's side, my dad's sister's son. He was an actor by trade. He no longer really is dabbling in that, but he was on Broadway for over 20 years, and he did some movies. He was Keith Stone for Keystone Light commercials. You remember those commercials where like, hey, pretty lady, my Kiki, she's stuck in the tree. And then he's like, hold my stones, climbs the ladder, comes down carrying a beautiful woman over his shoulder. She's like, who are you? My name is Keith Stone. Keith Stone is smooth. And he's like, always. That was my cousin. Like, so like, it was funny because I remember not even realizing that my cousin was Keith Stone. And I was like, I was like, my mom and I were driving past a Keystone Light or Keystone billboard, and I pointed at the picture of Keith Stone with his trucker hat and his mullet and all that, and I'm like, I love those commercials. That guy's funny. She's like, that's your cousin, and I'm like, what? And I look, I pulled it up on my phone. I look at his picture, and I'm like, holy crap, that is my cousin. So that was wild, man. So I had to bring it up. You brought up Keystone. I had to do it.
Well, okay,
but
wasn't Uncle Dick related to Hayden Christensen in some way?
Yeah.
Did I make we were that related up in my head?
We were like, no. We are like, I think fourth or fifth cousins with Hayden Christensen, like in a way.
Anakin Skywalker.
I
mean,
yeah.
I was gonna say, I remember hearing that as a child, but I never really took it serious. But I guess it is like a real thing.
And my other cousin, Mitch's sister, her husband is the creator and director of The Chosen, about Jesus. I mean, one of the most famous television, the most famous television show on earth now.
That is the positives of having West Coast relatives of California descent. Some of them, because we're in the thick of rando factoids throughout the world.
We are. But hey, you know what? You guys see what time it is? How long we've been going? We've been celebrating. We've been having so much fun. We've completely gone off the deep end. Damian Cole says the Jets now have 7 first-round picks in the next 3 years. Do they do anything with it? Dude, it's the Jets.
It's the Jets.
No,
the Jets are going to Jets.
But here's no. Hold the phone here. It's not just the Jets. It's the Jets that we think they are, but they're not anymore. Daryl Moogie is a former Denver Broncos executive that knows what he is doing. He is at the helm for the Jets. So don't think they are going to be performing as a normal Jets team. I feel like they have things underneath their sleeve. I would not count the Jets out. These are smart moves. These are very
while we are
moves.
Here's what I think. While we're in our window here, because no doubt about it, we're in our window right now. They're gonna be building towards it because they have no cornerstone pieces left.
They don't have a quarterback. That's it. I mean that's they don't have a quarterback. They have a wide receiver. They have a running back. They have a tight end. They have the 3 prongs of offense other than a quarterback. But
they only have one wide receiver that you can write home about.
True. Only one, but one that's very
I don't know. We'll see. I feel like the Jets are cursed, dude. It doesn't matter how many first you could have every I feel like somehow they could rub a lamp, a genie could grant them a wish, and they'd be like, I want all 32 first-round picks in next year's draft, and they would still suck.
They definitely, predominantly, historically, are not good. They're bad.
They had Joe Namath once upon a time.
Which apparently cheated a Super Bowl, if you believe those rumors of that was the big Super Bowl. And that's the curse of the Jets. They haven't won anything since.
They haven't.
Cheat the game.
I feel like
see what happens.
Joe Namath sacrificed a goat to Cthulhu. He gave him his Super Bowl, and then after that, Cthulhu owned all their souls for eternity.
Yep.
But hey, at least he walked out with the Super Bowl. He did.
He did.
Hell with the franchise. He got his. All right, let's.
With pantyhose on.
Pop Mark says Cleveland is about the only other team that can blow a draft. Yeah.
Hey, hold the phone.
Oh, don't get up on your soapbox about Shador here. We don't need it.
It's coming, dude. It's coming. Watch. Just watch.
All right.
Shador's coming.
We have officially breached the 1 hour mark, so we need to talk some Broncos, guys.
Yes.
We've had our celebration. It's been a blast. What a fun night. And even though Yost is that random kid that got assigned to the group and did no work whatsoever to get that A.
I did my pre and post game shows. All right, I was here. No, definitely. I just showed up.
I'm just messing with you, but regardless. It's been a great night, and now it's time. We got to actually get into some brass tacks about the Broncos here. So let's talk about last Sunday's game. Let's talk about the win in Houston. Once again, not pretty, but a win's a win. And I'm gonna be honest, at least from my part of it, I have not felt that down about it the last few days. Bo is just that guy. You get him, you put him in a high pressure situation. Some people, and Yost, I know you and I both know this from certain people we've served with. Some people do not thrive until they are under the most intense pressure possible. And I feel like that's what we're seeing from Bo, is that's who he is. He can play, but the moment you put him into a pressure cooker, that's when he's going to thrive. What are your thoughts?
To the occasion.
I mean, look, I feel like I am somewhat of the more I don't want to use the word negative, but
pessimistic.
I'm probably the more pessimistic guy.
I said pessimistic.
Oh, pessimistic. Fair enough. But I mean, here's my thing: is that I'm all about winning, right? We are getting the wins, right? But let's look at the margins that we're getting these wins with, right? I mean, we blow out.
It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
I mean, yeah, sure, but here's the thing, right? We blow out Dallas, right, 44-27, right? We're happy, right? Like it's a beautiful thing, right? We go against the Jets that we were just dogging on, right? And we barely creep by with the win, right? We're getting these one-score games, and in the fourth quarter we're coming back and we're closing the deal. But when you talk about you can't do that with KC, right? I mean, we did that last season with KC. We got it down to a one-score game. We went for the field goal. What happened? Right? Field goal.
Leveraging.
Right?
Leveraging happened.
We lost that game.
Too soon.
Right? We have these one-score games in this season with the Colts, right? Leveraging. We held them out, right? They missed the field goal. We got whatever the bullcrap call. Fine. We shouldn't have. If we weren't in that position to begin with, it wouldn't have mattered, right? Same thing with what was the other one we lost? The Chargers, right? In our division, right? It's a one-score game. Yes, we played decently, but we kept it at a one score, and we ended up losing by another last-minute field goal.
Second goal. I was there, dude. It was painful. Okay, I was there in the stadium.
Right, but that's the thing, right? Is that we're losing these games in the last seconds because it's a one-score game, right? We're putting ourselves in that position. We have like I don't need us to win by 44-27. I don't need us to win by those margins, right? I want us to win by at least 10. Right. And then I'm going to feel real comfortable, especially going, further into our schedule and further into these playoffs, that I feel comfortable that we can actually pull out and actually maybe make a Super Bowl appearance. I think last year I said, I think that within 4 years, I think I said within 3 or 4 years, we'd be at the Super Bowl. I still believe that. Do I think we're going to go this year? It's a chance, but not if we keep having these games where our win margin is that close. Right? I would hate to sit there and go to the Super Bowl and then lose to a last-second field goal in the Super Bowl. I think all of us would sit there and think that is I'd rather get blown out than a last-second field goal at the Super Bowl. Am I wrong in thinking that?
I don't think you're wrong. I just think that it depends on who the team is. Okay, you were not a Broncos fan during the Elway years, Yost, you weren't.
Yeah.
And so those of us that grew up during that era, Jay and me, especially, are great examples of it. That was the Broncos. That was how we were a fourth quarter team for Elway was the Broncos quarterback for 17 years. For 17 years. 15. Sorry, you're right. My bad.
No.
15 years. But yeah, for 15 years, we were a fourth quarter team. Like this whole thing about this current Broncos team being the cardiac kids, it was that way at one point for the Broncos, and then we all just got used to it because that's what would happen, to the point where the drive is now one of the most famous sequence of plays in NFL history because that's who John Elway was. If it was, if that's who Bo Nix is, granted, I'm with you. I would love to see just complete games. Complete, balanced, would be fan-freaking-tastic. However, if it turns out that being that fourth quarter comeback guy is who Bo Nix is, I'm gonna calm down about it, because as long as we're winning, that's all that matters to me.
There's something to be said on the other side, though, of comparing it not to that era of Denver Broncos football, but comparing it to Tebow time.
Okay.
Sucking it up so badly for 3 quarters that it takes a historic fourth quarter to compete in games. And there are games that you can say this year that has been more like that than, we've had success and we're doing okay, and we just happened to come back in the fourth quarter.
Okay,
Johnny, the Giants game, for an example, we were dog poo for 75-80% of that game.
We were, but you know what? People will remember the Mile High Miracle forever.
It's true. That's not a recipe for long-term success. And that's kind of why I and a majority, I think, I would say a majority of Broncos country is cautiously optimistic, but we start with cautiously before optimistic in that sentence.
Okay.
And
I mean,
because we're a flawed team, we know that there are some things that aren't sitting well with this team, but somehow we're number one in the NFL. I've never been non-confident as much as I am about having a number one team in the NFL. I mean,
okay. I mean, that's a fair point.
Tied for number one.
Yeah. And we're at least. Go ahead, Mike.
But every game we walk into, right? We're walking into that game going,
who knows?
We'll see what happens in the fourth quarter. What's gonna happen? We're not walking. We're playing the Raiders this Thursday, right? And every ounce of my being, after seeing what the Raiders have done this season, right? They got Austin Genty and they got Brock Bowers, right? But they also have Geno Smith, who likes throwing picks like he's giving out Halloween candy. So it's are we gonna go in there and our defense just gonna catch every interception that they can and set a record, or are we gonna come down to the last second? Austin Genty's gonna run it into field goal range, and now we've lost. Like we want. Like, I just want to walk into games going, it's going to be a good game. They're going to score. We're going to score. It's a game, whatever. But we're probably going to come out on top. Versus, hey brother, we got 55 seconds on the clock. What are we doing? Oh, there goes Bo finally using his legs for the first time this game. Oh, crazy how he just learned how to run within the last 55 seconds of the game. Like.
Well, and here's the thing. I'm going to say this again. It's Sean Payton. I think it's Sean Payton holding Bo back. You know, it's when Sean Payton lets Bo be Bo. Lets Bo play up tempo. Lets him call audibles. Lets him change the game. That we're able to see exactly, you know, what Bo Nix is capable of. And honestly, it would not surprise me. I was thinking about this yesterday after we saw Bo Nix's two long runs that set us up for the field goal to get the win over Houston the other day. It would not surprise me in the least if that was actually Bo Nix giving Sean Payton the middle finger and being like, I'm going to do what I want on this play. It would not surprise me in the least if Sean Payton hadn't sent some play in Bo's ear. Bo's like, yeah, okay, walked up to the line, was like, kill, and then boom, I'm doing what I want. It wouldn't surprise me at all if that's what happened. Because we saw what happened last year when Sean Payton was like, I made this call, and Bo was like, yeah, but, you know.
We all know that Bo's not afraid to throw it back at Sean. Like we all know he's not afraid to. I love that every time that he does it, then the media is like, "Oh, is there trouble in paradise between Bo and Sean Payton?"
No.
And all Broncos fans are like, "Nah, it's just a normal day, dude. Like it's fine."
This is something that we don't know a whole lot about with our age. But back in the day, I want to bring up here. You know, Mark says, you know, Bo needs a couple more seasons of play and winning before we can compare him to Elway. And at the end of the day, we're probably too young to understand the relationship between Dan Reeves and John Elway.
Oh, no, it was ugly.
That is kind of what this situation could sniff into if things don't go well in a long-term sense, because Bo is a good personality that's not going to just be a Russell Wilson on the sideline and just get Sean's attack standing.
Not just
silent.
Take it.
Correct. Standing silent. It ain't going to happen for Bo. So it'll be interesting to see who wins out on personality battle long term.
But the thing too, like you got to remember when they interviewed Drew Brees about the time that he spent with Bo Nix and talking to Bo Nix, and Bo had asked him, you know, what are some tips you could give me about working with Sean? And Drew had said to him, "Don't just take his shit. Yeah. Throw it back at him. He will respect you for it." And we've seen Bo do that. And Sean seems to respect him for it. So, it may not be, that it ends up trouble in paradise ultimately in the end. It could very well become a great relationship, just like Breeze and Peyton had in New Orleans. It could be.
I think that's probably the more likely outcome because of the locker room and the team's dynamic with each other. Like everyone wants to be there, right? Like no one. I don't think we don't have anybody that's like Breece Hall and Myles Garrett and now
divas.
Garrett Miles.
We have no divas.
We have no divas, right? We don't have guys who are just like, get me out of here, right? Like everybody that wears a Broncos jersey wants to wear a Broncos jersey, right? So there isn't whenever they start we're both throwing it back at Sean Payton and Sean Payton's coming after Bo, like everybody's like, hey, it's going to be all right. Like we're going to get through this. We're going to get this win. And then we're going to figure all this stuff out, watching tape and everything else, which I think is a big deal for us,
Absolutely.
And that's the one thing I think I saw last year when I saw a video of Russ Wilson being on our team, and then Russ Wilson being with the Steelers, and you could see that dude was like, I mean, he wasn't playing any better, but he was you could tell that he was in a way better mindset than when he did play for us, because he just shut down every time Sean Payton yelled at him, and there was our dynamic
Oh, dude, he retreated like a puppy you just beat in the nose with a newspaper, dude.
100%, right? Like he
Daddy's mad at me.
Yeah, he wasn't used to it.
You want to know another personality that did the exact same thing at the exact same time? Jerry Jeudy.
I don't know what you're talking about, Jerry. I don't know what you're talking about. Biggest mistake like that. No, I understand.
That's exactly how Jerry Jeudy responded.
In this locker room.
That's exactly how he responded to the Sean Payton treatment, though. Sean Payton obviously pushed back on Jerry Jeudy of like, who are you? And that's why Jerry Jeudy is where he is. Like,
no, on 100%. Like I think the reason why I was so upset was with the whole Jeudy thing was I was like, I don't mind having an arrogant player, right? If it's a healthy arrogance, right? It's not I'm the only thing that makes this team good, but
you better be backing up the shit you're talking.
Better be backing up the shit you're talking.
Not dropping balls, not dropping 2-3 balls a game.
100%.
And then whining because you're not getting the targets.
Which 100%, right? But at the same time, like having that arrogance to where like you can look at at a cornerback or a defensive back and be like, "You ready to see something?" And then absolutely crush them. I'm all about that, right? But yeah, no. If you're just gonna be an arrogant prick and then just absolutely shit the bucket, then I got nothing for you.
Let me bring up Tim Dog.
Yeah.
Elway had a wing season in his second year without talent, but Bo has all the weapons in front of him. But Sean just won't let him be him.
Agreed.
So, Tim Dog says it's a Sean problem.
No,
it's a Sean problem.
I think that's everybody's thought process, right? We don't run the ball when we should run the ball. We're forced, like I said, I keep saying it. I know Johnny's like, not a chance, is not what's happening. I really do feel like Sean Payton's trying to force Troy Franklin to be the wide receiver one because he's catching more he's getting targeted way more than Cortland is.
I didn't say no to that. I said that I said that I think it could be something other than that.
But
I don't like the narrative in the last couple games of that we haven't highlighted Sutton because we're intentionally going to Franklin. Like opposing defenses understand that they just need to shut Cortland Sutton off. And so there is so much more attention to Cortland Sutton than normal to a normal wide receiver. That's why Franklin's getting opportunity. That's why like Sutton's not getting anything. It's not because I think Sean, that's not a Sean problem in my opinion.
No.
Well, but my thing is this is right. It is, and I look back against the Colts game, the game that we had with the Colts, right? We had Pat Surtain was in the game, right? We had Pat Surtain on one side, Riley Moss on the other, right? And we were like, ain't nobody getting, like, whoever Pat's on, like, they're not getting the ball. Steichen challenged PS2 that game. He was not afraid, and that threw us off, right? Because we were like, we just weren't expecting Pat Surtain to get targeted as much as he did on those routes. And I think, why are we not doing the same thing with Sutton? Is it that we're afraid that because Bo does have a tendency to put the ball in the wrong player's hands, but
okay.
There's
First of all,
evidence to support the Bo to Sutton connection.
Yeah, and I'm going to completely disagree with you, dude. Go look it up. Go look up the stats. Bo's touchdown to interception ratio is actually one of the best active in the NFL right now.
No, I agree with that.
He has a tendency to put it in the wrong hands. That's not a thing. Like he has had a few.
He's had a few, but they were always, but 9 times out of 10, it was like we're gonna try going towards a guy that knows that has a good defensive cover and see if we can get it, and it just doesn't work out for us more times than not when he does throw an interception.
Okay,
sorry.
All right.
My
his issue right now is overthrowing, and I think he's just putting too much power behind it.
Is it overthrowing, or is it just not getting the ball up high enough? Because we saw a lot of pictures.
You can't say that because he sailed it right. He sailed it 7 feet over the head of Evan Ingram. He got it high. Yeah. Okay, no, I think Bo. Like if you really watch, Bo has to really one of the things that Bo really needs to work on is knowing when to throw with power and when to throw, and when to just throw. because you'll see, especially like some of these. Granted, I hate how often Sean just tries to do these, these slant routes, not slant routes, screen routes and all that. But you'll see Bo throws it too hard, and these dudes are like, good, it's like a bullet, Can
I ask a question? Do you think we're discounting too much the fact that Bo and Franklin have such a connection historically that Bo may favor looking at a read for Franklin compared to?
Oh, it's very, very possible.
As he's finally seeing Franklin like come up to snuff. Like obviously last year Franklin was a joke. It wasn't even comparable.
He had bricks for hands, dude.
Yeah, he was terrible. But like this year, he's like making waves. So like I can understand if I'm Bo, like go feed your guy, man. Like that's your boy.
Yeah, that hasn't been talked about much lately. Is of course they do have that. They do have that pass. They do have that chemistry.
Is it Sean or Bo? I mean, he's obviously being targeted a lot. He led the team with 10 targets last game, right? Like, by far the number one guy. But like, how much of that is Sean? How much of that is Bo?
I mean, that's the thing is that's why I can see the drift going to where, like, once Franklin really starts kind of figuring it out and he's starting to really be able to get separation and make those big play catches, I think it's going to get even more towards them, both from Bo and Sean Payton.
Sure, and that's the thing is I think there's a marriage there that is okay, it's still early. This is just the second year, Sean Payton and Bo Nix, right? You guys have both been married. I mean, sorry, Jay. I know that's not a thing anymore.
I mean, it's still a fact.
It is a fact. The hardest time in a marriage is the first year, right? And the second year usually ain't that. It ain't all that much better either, because you're still in a marriage you're still figuring out the ins and outs and the of each other's personalities and all this other stuff. And let's be honest, Sean Payton is a very complex guy, right?
Obviously.
Like insanely complex.
At the Outback Steakhouse, he was in the parking lot saying, "Why can't I just be happy?"
Yeah, he's a very, very complex guy. So these guys are still kind of getting even now. They're in their second season together, but they're still kind of getting to know each other and how they want to move forward in this relationship, so to speak. And so I think that there's going to come a time where the things that Sean Payton wants are going to finally marry up the right way with Bo Nix's not personality, but his play style and who he is on the field. We're just not quite seeing it yet, and you saw the same thing. You did go back and look. You can go back when Drew Brees first got to New Orleans. It took 2 seasons before he really, truly broke out. And then the Saints became the Sean Payton Saints that we know now.
Well, so then let me ask you, in the trend that we're in right now, is this Sean being too aggressive in what he's giving Bo, or is this Bo development like just not being ready for what's given to him?
I think it's a little bit of both, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I mean, Richie Rich A, in the split that I was bringing up earlier, was saying it was 60-40, and 60 of that ratio is going to Bo. It's a Bo problem more than it is a Sean problem.
See, and honestly, I love Rich. Rich and I used to be co-hosts and together on a show, and I will always have mad love for Richie Rich. But I would actually go the other way. I'd say 60% to Sean and 40 to Bo.
I think it could go either way.
It could go either way. I think it's a little bit of both. And I think that's why I was saying it's like a marriage. It's two different people, two different, who come from different backgrounds, different styles, who have come together and are trying to create, a life, a game in this instance. And they have to figure out how to make their two different personalities They're two different styles. Because when you first move in with your significant other, it's not always smooth going. You're used to one thing, she's used to another. You know what I mean? Like, you got to figure it out.
Well,
and I think we're still seeing, it's better than it was.
Yeah.
I think we're still seeing that is still kind of happening, though. So,
we've talked about how Sean Payton is prickly and how he's got a very complicated playbook, complicated offensive scheme. That's why, more so relating to like practice squad players like David Partham Jr. and like random people that just never even saw the field. Like what happened? Why is this so complicated to get on the field for this offense? I just kind of feel like, we're at a precipice where this offense has to grow, and it's either got to start with Sean or it's got to start with Bo. And
I think it'll start. I think it'll start more with Bo than Sean. I think we'll see. I think that we'll see more growth from Bo than we will from Sean, because Bo's young. Bo's
that's what I was gonna say. It's because Bo's young.
Bo's young, right?
He's more amenable.
Sean Payton is Sean's set in his ways. I mean, it's the same thing that we have screamed about since game one, right? Like, we just want to see the ball get run, right? And Sean Payton is like, I throw balls, I throw them. We throw the ball, right? And it's like, if you just run it, right? This last game was, you guys talked about it yesterday. We talked about it post game, right? J.K. Dobbins and R.J. Harvey were both running really well.
Well, actually, not R.J. Harvey. R.J. Harvey only had 2 carries for 2.5 yards apiece.
But Dobbins
J.K. Dobbins was tearing it up,
was cooking, and then was like, "Hey, second quarter, we're just gonna throw. Like, we're not even gonna worry about it." And we're like, "What are we doing? Like, we could have gotten separation if we just kept running the ball, because we were doing really well. What are we doing here?" And so I think, like I said, I definitely
that's
think
the Sean problem right there. That's Sean's hubris right there.
Yeah, that's the big thing, and I think that we'll see more growth from Bo, where Bo's going to start coming out and being like, "Hey, I know it's a pass play, but hey, Dobbins, you're just going to run this thing up the middle for like 40 yards. All right, cool, let's go." And it's going to be, I think it's going to, and that's where we're going to see where this dynamic between Bo and Sean either makes or breaks.
Yeah.
I want to bring up, Richie was talking about, that maybe they're looking at Troy because Troy's actually has the agility necessary to get separation the way
and the
Sutton
speed
does not.
And the speed.
And I think it's just, I hate being the guy, because I feel like I'm the only guy out there saying like, gosh, Mims is not that great. Like, the reason we're talking about getting this Waddle, getting this extra big guy, is because like Mims hasn't lived up to what he was supposed to be, like as a draft stock, as like what he was, squared in to be as a role in this offense. And
which I think
Franklin's doing okay, but like it's still not like Franklin's not a number 2 right now. So it made sense in the trade deadline to go get an actual number 2, because we don't have one. We don't have one right now.
And that's the thing is, I remember last season when we still had Vele, and you would lose your mind because you're like, we have all these wide receivers that have the same role.
Tons of mouths.
Like they all have the same role, right? There's none of them are like, we have Cortland Sutton, right, who is jump ball guy, can get down the
50,
field,
50
right?
man.
50-50, right? And then you had Vele and Mims and Franklin, and they were all the same type of wide receiver.
You had little Jordan Humphrey and
little Jordan Humphrey, and
the list just goes on and on.
It's like where are these these guys that can actually get that separation, either be the long guy, be the slot route, right?
You're kitty.
And I think, and Tim Dog brings up Ingram. And, I like tight ends. tight end, I think, is probably one of my favorite.
Yeah,
positions
you do.
and football, right? I
Like big butt.
but tight ends are such a versatile position, right? That we haven't seen really a good tight end on the Broncos. That's kind of been like we haven't had a Brock Bowers, right? We haven't had
a tight end that really lit up the field since Julius Thomas. We just haven't.
Yeah. We haven't had a guy that's because I think tight ends are. I mean, look at Warren right now with the Colts, right? Homie got drafted this year and has been on an absolute tear for the Colts.
I mean, I remember
Brock Bowers last year for the Raiders.
I remember even historically in Broncos country that like there was an argument to be made that like yes, Terrell Davis elevated the offense to win Super Bowls, but like Shannon Sharp coming into his own absolutely decimated the middle of the field. Completely.
Well, you got to remember though. Shout out Unk. But you got to remember though that during that era, Shannon and Sterling Sharp reinvented almost like single-handedly what the tight end position is today from what it used to be. So the thing is about Sharp doing it then was that nobody knew how to deal with it because nobody had ever seen a tight end do that before.
Yeah.
You know, like now you see it everywhere in your George Kittles, your Travis Kelce's, your Tyler Warrens, your Brock Bowers. You're seeing it all over the place. But back then, everybody's like, wait a minute, since when does a tight end become a number one targeted receiver? This doesn't happen. And even though nobody knew how to defend it. So
nobody can defend a tight end.
That's what she said.
But hey, it's getting late. I did want to do one segment if you guys are game to hang around just a little longer since we kind of got to have our celebration tonight, which took a lot of time doing.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
All right. So this is Yost's very first Nothing Rhymes with Orange and Blue segment. We're gonna do the phrase is incomplete. All right, so the phrase is incomplete. This is a very simple segment. We're going to get out of here right after, but I want to do this kind of, I just wanted to give Yost a chance to have his first Nothing Rhymes segment as a full-fledged host of the show, co-host of the show, and the phrase is incomplete is a good one to cut your teeth on. It's so damn simple, all right? Okay. The phrase is incomplete. You make a statement, not a question. You make a statement, but somewhere in that statement, you leave a blank. And then we each take a quick turn filling in that blank. All right?
Okay.
So, Jay, do you want to go ahead and start?
Tie with the trademark, as always.
No. That is the income. First of all, Ty Walden, you don't own incomplete because that's been a Broncos country.
That is a perfect enter text message into the conversation, Ty, that you have built in automatically in Broncos country.
I love it. I love the incomplete podcast. This is just a segment, and the segment isn't called incomplete. It's called The Phrase is Incomplete. So
terrific stuff.
No copyright infringement here, dog.
Thank you, Ty.
Anyway. But Jay, do you want to go first with with your incomplete statement?
Yeah, sure. So Jacoby Myers is gone. I'm very interested to see what Geno Smith does. So my phrase is incomplete is kind of around Geno Smith. Coming up against, a Raiders offense that is not very dynamic. Like we know exactly what they're going to do. We know exactly what they're going to do. So I'm going to say Geno Smith has blank interceptions. Just a nice baseline. And I'd like to follow that up, not in the phrase, but like I'd like to hear who you have with an
All right.
interception.
Well, Yost, it's your first time. You were popping your cherry, so why don't you fill in that blank, bud?
If I had to choose, Jay said not. You don't want the number. You want who's going to get
he
the
wants
the number.
He wants the number, but then he wants you to elaborate on who gets
like
them.
who. Yeah, who's going to get that number?
I think he's going to throw at least 2 interceptions. At least 2. And I think the ones who are going to run it, who are going to grab it, is going to be one's going to be Huafunga for sure. And
did you just armyize Hufunga's name and make him Huafunga?
Yeah, probably.
You did. You're like, it's going to be Huafunga. Like, you just totally like entered the army catchphrase into Hufunga's name.
I've been in too long. And Richie Rich, I wanted to say that, but honestly, I don't. I kind of want Stranad to get another one because I tell you right now, I think Stranad could probably pull out another one. So I think it's gonna be Huafunga and Stranad would probably be the 2 guys that I'd put.
All right, I like it. You want me to go next on that one, Jay?
Yeah, you go for it.
All right. 3.
Oh, wow. 3.
Geno Smith. I'm calling for 3. 1 by Brandon Jones.
Okay.
1 by Hufanga. And the third by Dre Greenlaw.
Ooh.
No love for Jade, huh?
Not this time. You know, he's going to be out there. He's going to be doing his thing. But Dre Greenlaw, he can be shutting down the middle of the field. And who is Geno's only real weapon left in the passing game? And that's Brock Bowers. And it's going to be a mixture of Jade Barron and Dre Greenlaw guarding him.
Like you
but
said,
I think it's going to be
Greenlaw. Jade. But Greenlaw's going to be the under or over the top who's going to get that pick, even though Jade is going to be like the guy on him.
Yep. So, you know, I'm sitting here, I'm thinking Hufanga, Brandon Jones, and I'm going to give one to Dre Greenlaw. So, all right, Jay, fill in your own incomplete phrase.
Okay. I'm going to say 1. Just because, I got to do something different from you guys. I'm going to say one big one, and it's going to be a Benito tip. So he's going to pass rush and get a little tip, and he's going to tip to receive himself and take it.
All right.
It's going to be kind of a weird play, but like Nick Benito is due a big play. We saw it last year, the Colts game for Nick Benito, like his crotch grab. We're due for a crotch grab.
He did it twice though. He did it against the Browns too.
True. But we're due, man. We're due for one of those moments. So Nick Benito is going to do some sort of pop in here.
All right, cool. All right, Yost, do you have an incomplete phrase ready, or do you want me to go while you still try to think of one?
You go ahead and while I think of one. I'm cooking up a couple in my brain, trying to make sure that I don't mess this up.
I'm sticking defensively. I'm gonna stick defensively on this one for the Broncos.
Okay.
The Broncos have the number one pass rush in the NFL. It's not even a question. The second closest team to us is not even close. We are destroying that category. The Raiders' offensive line is middling on their best day. So, the Denver Broncos will record blank sacks on Geno Smith this game. And to pivot just like Jay's, I want you to give me who gets how many.
All right.
So fill in that blank. The Denver Broncos record blank sacks on Geno Smith.
I'll go first. So I've been pretty good. I've been pretty good about calling out how many sacks we're going to get during the pre-games. With how hungry our defense is and with the pass rush, our standard is 3, right? I think we have the opportunity on this in this game against Gino to pull. I'm gonna say 5. Like I'm willing to like, yeah, like which is don't get me wrong, and that's a feat for 5 in a game.
We've done 6. We've done it.
We've done it, but I mean, again, it's a feat to once you start getting up to like 4, 5, and 6, like you're asking a lot. As to who's gonna get them, I think that it's gonna be Cooper. For sure, Cooper's probably gonna pull in 1. I really want to see Bonito get 1, but he's one of those guys. They lock him down really hard, and he's been given pressure. So I'll say he might. I think this week he might finally get 1. I think Zach Allen's pulling 2 for sure. Zach Allen's pulling 2.
All right, so that's 4. Who gets the 5th?
Fifth, I'll give to Dre Greenlaw. I'll give Dre 1, but I think
Inside blitz.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
That checks out.
Rob says Bonito gets 2, Cooper, Greenlaw, and Strnad.
Interesting. Okay.
All right, Jay.
Interception.
Fill it in, bud.
Well, I mean, I got an early sack by Bonito. I've got his tip drill touchdown coming later in the game, but he's gonna have an early sack, to set the tone. But he won't do anything after that. So we got a Bonito. I got 4 total. So Bonito with 1. We got JFM, John Franklin Myers, coming off of probably his best game as a Bronco.
Absolutely.
At least in my eyes.
No, it was.
He dominated last game. The best interior, defender on the field on either team.
Absolutely.
So he'll get another. And then I've got, let's see here. So we got Benito, we've got JFM. I'm going to give another to Zach Allen because, again, the effort last game was just insanity. We had an Allen game. And so I think that'll continue as well. And then my rando guy that I think is going to just maybe make a little scene. He's due for a scene with as much hype as we've heard around him. That's going to be Q Robinson, the Rook, finally getting his first sack. I'm a big fan of Q Robinson. Huge fan. And it's only a matter of time before we show him
your new Damari Mathis, Jay?
He might be, dude. He's fringe on my list. He's in the finalists. He hasn't made it, but he's on the list.
All right. So, I know that earlier, Jay, you were like, I got to be different. I don't. I might mix it up. I might mix it up a little. I'm going 5, just like Yost. Okay. I'm going 5, but I'm going 2 to Benito. He's so quick. He's so quick. He's so bendy. He's going to get 2. Jonathan Cooper gets the number 3 out of the 5. I'm actually going to say that Zach Allen doesn't get 1 this game. I'm going to give 1 to JFM.
You don't say.
I don't say. I do, actually.
I bet you I know the last one.
I'm giving 1 to JFM. And Yost, the smile on his face tells me he knows exactly who I'm going for the last one. I'm calling for a safety blitz, Talanoa Hufanga right in the face.
Yeah, I gave you that game, Johnny.
And it's gonna be one of those hit, comes into the quarterback 2 seconds off the snap like a piss missile right in his face. Did not see that coming. So. That's where I'm going with.
That's what she said.
Yost.
All right.
Before Yost gives that, I know that Yost doesn't give a shit about this, but first intermission, Avalanche tied 1-1 with the Lightning right now.
Ooh, fuck Nikita Kucherov. This is after hours, but I cannot stand him.
I know. I hate him too. I hate him. I hate him with a divine and fiery passion that burns with the brightness of 1,000 suns. Anyway, all right, Yost, time to give us an incomplete phrase.
All right, since you guys pretty much both tackled defense, I'm gonna go to the offense, and it's one that we've all been just absolutely yelling about this entire season, right? Yep, there it is, baby, there it is. So the offense is going to run blank times. They are going to get blank amount of rushing yards and one running back reception touchdown. Who gets?
So you got 3 blanks in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of blanks.
Yost having to mix up. We've never done 3 blanks in a phrase before. You son of a bitch. Anyway,
this is Mad Libs on steroids.
Right? Yeah. All right.
Make you think.
The Broncos will have. I'm hoping. I'm. You know me. I'm Mr. Optimistic, right? You guys know that about me. I'm hoping Sean Payton sees it sees the proof in the pudding on the film, especially against this Raiders defense that can't stop the run. That can't stop a run to save their lives. That he sees it and goes, okay, it's time. It's time to swallow my pride and run the ball. I'm gonna go 35 touches, 35 running plays. And I'm going to go with, what was the next blank, Yost?
How many rushing yards?
Yards as a whole. Okay, 35 touches for 180 rushing yards. Because you can chew up this Raiders D in the run game. Chew them up. 180 yards rushing. And the last one, is it how many rushing scores we get, or is it who gets a rushing score?
Who gets a running back reception touchdown.
Oh, jeez. Man, so specific.
Yeah.
Well, that's got to be RJ Harvey for me.
That's
RJ Harvey gets his, what is it, 3rd touchdown reception of the season.
3 or 4.
Okay.
So, all right. There you go. I said it. 35 touches, 180 rushing yards, and an RJ Harvey touchdown reception.
Okay.
Bronco Rob says blank, blank, blankety blank. You watch your language, sir.
How dare you? There might be children awake.
All right. Jay, go ahead and fill in your blanks.
So, 23 rushing attempts is what we had last game for reference. That's way less than I thought, and that's not an okay thing. So I'm totally with Johnny of bumping those numbers need to go up. Bo only with 3 carries. Only 3 carries for Bo. So I'm going to bump those numbers up.
Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
That's right. Johnny, you want 35 carries, right?
I went 35 carries.
I'm going 30 carries. But I am going to go $150 with that.
Okay.
And just for reference, 70 of that is Bo Nix with his legs. I'm calling a Bo Nix on the ground game. That's what I'm calling a Bo Nix ground game. But receiving touchdowns out of the running back crew, I mean, I don't know how you don't say Harvey. Harvey is like, that's his skill set. Like, that's what
makes him a joker, dude.
That's why he's here. Like, so obviously I think it's Harvey, but
what if, real quick before Yost fills in his own blank, that's what she said.
Gross.
Before that happens, what if though we saw another Wildcat situation
with Harvey and throw it?
And Bo Nix is gets another receiving, his second receiving touchdown of his career.
Sign me the F up.
All right, Yost, fill in your own blank.
So to fill in my own, right? I think that I know you guys is for the first part, we're definitely, it's wishful, right? At this point, it's wishful, right? We want 35, we want 30.
Hopeful, not wishful, hopeful.
I'm going to be conservative, and I'm going to say we're only going to rush 22 times.
Right?
All right. Only because we know who's doing the play calling.
Oh, he brings up a valid point. Valid point.
I am disgusted.
Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind?
Now, on those rushes, I think the total.
One more for you for the road.
And 6 of those are going to be Bo. I think that in total rush yards, we're only going to. I'm hopeful that we will have 115. Right? We'll break 100, but it's not going to be at an absolute blowout.
But I mean, still, 23 touches, 150 yards. That's actually some pretty significant
115. 115.
Oh, I thought you said 150.
But last game we only had 100. Only 100 last game, so that would be an improvement from last game.
But again, I see those more coming from Bo. I see like the majority of that share is going to be Bo. As far as the reception touchdown, I think, and I would love to see on like the 40, 50-yard line, we bring Bidet in, and Bidet just breaks out on a reception and pulls it in. I think that could be another one because Bidet has been known as, when you see him in the backfield, he is a reception back, and he could break out.
He could.
And pull one in. So I know you guys went with the safe bet, and you guys were like RJ Harvey, like that's his whole thing, dude. Like that's easy.
Well, I mean, look at this. Bidet, Richie Rich gave us his own incomplete phrase. Bidet is the blank best runner on the team.
You kidding me, Richie? You kidding me, Richie?
The blank, Dobbins. Like assign it a number. Bidet is the blank best runner on the team.
Third. Fourth, Jaleel probably should be elevated before.
No, I don't know. I think honestly that Jaleel and Bidet are kind of tied at this point.
Well, when we're talking best runner, the reason Bidet is elevated.
Runner,
is there's other things he does.
Yeah,
Jaleel is a runner.
Yeah,
that's actually probably accurate. You're right. So I think I'm going to amend my answer. Fourth.
I'll stick with third. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
So, all right. Well, hey, that was a really fun segment of the phrases incomplete. And with that, we've been live an hour and 52 minutes, which was awesome for Yost because it was Yost's first show. It was also the show where we hit our goal of 539 subscribers. We're currently sitting pretty at 542 now, and we are officially going to be giving away the Bo Nix jersey this Thursday morning on an impromptu fresh squeeze. So, thank you.
It'd be rude.
It's been a long one. I want to give a huge shout out to the Orange and Blue crew who have looking at our viewership still at almost 2 hours, have stuck with us this entire time. So thank you, guys. Thanks, everybody, for subscribing and helping us meet that milestone, especially while we were on a live show. How freaking cool was that? That's being awesome. Said, even though you know what? I'm going to say this. Until the actual giveaway happens on Thursday, continue to share it out there because anybody that subscribed before the giveaway happens will be entered to win it. I think that's fair. Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah,
so absolutely. Make sure that if this is your first time or you haven't already, that you make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Get in on that because that giveaway happens Thursday morning. So make sure you get in on that. Make sure you follow us on X. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and check out the audio version of the podcast everywhere you find your favorites. Guys, this has been an absolute blast of a night. Yost, welcome to Nothing Rhymes officially. Thank you for being on here with us, and I am so pumped to see where this show continues to grow from here.
Super pumped.
And we thank you, Broncos country. We will see you on Thursday. Well, we'll see you tomorrow. Of course, you can't forget we have other shows. the Orange and Blue Network is back tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. So make sure that you check it out. We will catch you. Jay and I for sure will catch you during the game day shows on Thursday. With that being said, big Mile High salute. We love you, Broncos country. Broncos going to go out there and dominate the Raiders on Thursday Night Football.
Go Avalanche.
Yes, go Avalanche, who are currently up 2-1 over the Lightning right now in the second period. So I'm going to go. Yeah. We will see you next time. Thanks for hanging out with us. Go Broncos and good night.
Orange and blue, we're here for you. Talking Broncos all day through. No stopping us, we're on the loose. Come join the crew, no bad news. Podcast vibes so fresh and true. Nothing rhymes with orange and blue. Catching up on all that we knew. Hit play, let the episodes accrue. Nothing rhymes with